Hey, ladies, and welcome back to the Esther series, Adjust Your Crown. Last week, we talked about adjusting your crown against fear by fasting and praying and really stepping out on faith. Just trusting that whatever you fast and pray for, whatever you believe in God for, you step out on faith and it will happen. Okay? So now, Queen Esther is off of her 3-day fast. Come on. So she ready. She ready to take on this charge. She ready to stand before the king. 3-day fast. Now, when you've been in the presence of God and you done fasted for 3 days, your confidence is on all-time high. So she ready. Queen Esther is ready to go before the king. It's something about spending time with God. It's like you have this supernatural confidence. You feel like you can do anything. So she gets ready. She started getting herself together. Put on her royal gown and her crown, all the royal garments. She ready. And she takes a stand before the king. I'm going to stand here in all my glory and all of God's glory. Adorned with all my royalness so you can see me. Come on, ladies. Adjust your crown. Esther is bad to the bone. She get dressed up. She takes her stand. And she don't say a word. She just stand. And she obtains favor. Could you imagine he looking like, whoa, my queen looking good. My queen looking right. So she obtains favor. Listen, when you spend time with God, others can see it and they can feel God's glory on you. He asked, what do you want, queen, my queen? What do you want, Esther? What do you want, girl? What's up? He asking her. He said, whatever it is, you can have half the kingdom if you want to. Could y'all imagine? Esther had been looking mighty fine. The king said you can have half the kingdom if you want to. Queen Esther must have been looking mighty good, but instead of telling the king about the plot that was going on against the enemy, Haman, she said, I would like to invite you to a banquet and that I have prepared for you. So here's the thing. And all the fasting and praying, she was preparing. God was showing her what to do. God was showing her how to move. She was preparing. That's what we need to do. Whenever you up against something, prepare yourself. Fast and pray and get prepared. Adorn yourself with all of God's glory and everything that you need to attack this plan. You got to prepare and you got to plan it out. Get in preparation and start writing down the plan and start talking to God about the plan. We talking about queendom. We talking about getting you ready to go before the king, getting you ready to go up against any obstacle, any circumstance, anything that you cannot tackle. Prepare and write out the plan. See, whenever you go up against trials and tribulations, you got to be prepared. Esther had already prepared the banquet. She said, I would like to invite you to a banquet that I had prepared. How did she know that he was going to say yes? How did she know that she wasn't going to lose her life? She said that I had prepared for you. This thing is already in motion. She already got it going, got it set. The party is already ready. She said, I would like to invite you to a banquet that I had prepared. She spent time with God. She fasted. She prayed. She got her wardrobe together. You know how we do. Start picking out the clothes and the shoes and the outfit, lay it on the bed. Like, what you gonna get? Get your jewelry. Well, this will go with this and that'll go with that. She started preparing herself, and God started giving her the plan. Esther had a plan. Esther had a plan. Esther had a plan. I heard somebody say, "Don't make your move too soon." I got a plan. I was wondering why she didn't tell the king that what Haman was doing, but God was at work. Sometimes we can't always move or talk too soon, because this wasn't the first banquet. She get to the banquet, her and Haman and the king, and they just enjoying the food and enjoying the wine and everything that came with the banquet. And he said, "So what is your request? You can still have half the kingdom if you want to." She said, "I would like to invite you to a second banquet." Come on. She had a plan. She prepared herself, but she had patience. God had gave her patience, because you know us. Sometimes we can't hold secrets, and we can't wait to tell our husband what's going on or what somebody is doing. But you got to listen to God, and you got to move when He say move. She had patience, because of the second banquet, the king was able to find out. If it had not been for the second banquet, the king wouldn't have been able to find out about what Mordecai had did as far as saving his life, because it was other people that was trying to take the king out. So you see how God moves. You see how He is working. How did she know to prepare a second banquet? Okay, after the first banquet, the king go home. He couldn't sleep. He rested. He started researching and going through I think they said the Book of Chronicles. Don't quote me on it, but I'm in my sanctified mind. I remember reading that. But if it had not been for her having patience, he would never start researching and looking to find out what was going on right under his nose. His servants that was trying to take him out right up under his nose. And that Mordecai was trying to stop it. Esther's uncle. So that's it. The plan had to be, everything had to be set in place. Don't y'all see? So if he had not found out, if Esther hadn't had the patience, something had to tell her. God had to tell her, "Hold up, wait a minute. Don't say it right now. Schedule a second one." So she scheduled a second banquet. The king go home. He rested because, man, I don't know what this woman want. I don't know what she gonna tell me. I don't know, because here I am. I'm trying to give her everything, but she's still being in suspense. Sometimes, lady, when you adjust that crown, you got to give it just a little bit. You got to give them just enough to keep them guessing, to keep them wondering, what is it? What is it about this queen? What did this queen has to say? So he finds out that the uncle is trying to save him. Then he's like, okay, Mordecai, I am gonna honor Mordecai. He is saying, bring him to me. The second banquet, the king was able to find out that Mordecai was trying to save his life. Queens, we must prepare for what's ahead. We got to be prepared. We got to create a plan. And through prayer, God will give you patience. Create a plan. Be prepared. Listen in prayer. And allow God to give you patience on when to move and when to talk and when to present yourself as the queens that you are. Next week is the finale of of the Adjust Your Crown series. I want to kind of give you just a little bit more of this story and what's to come. I hope you all have a beautiful Sunday, a blessed Sunday. Remember, adjust your crown. Whatever you're going through, prepare for it. Whatever you think that you're going to go through, prepare for it. Create a plan. Continue to stay in prayer and have patience. I love y'all. Have a good day.